Weekend Warfare. What the fuck is that? No, not playing Demolition. Looks like it's more Beach Bog. I'm just kidding. All right, I know you guys are probably tired of watching me play that, so I'll switch it. All right, what's up, guys? It's KOSDFF here, and today I'm going to be doing another rant. As always, I tweeted out asking you guys for rant topics. I'm really enjoying making these kinds of videos. I'm really enjoying the fact that you guys, for the most part, are enjoying them besides my gameplay. I realize that I've been pretty shitty. Oh, that's the reason why, though. I get mad no-scopes to Juggernaut pools. But no, I tweeted out asking you guys for rant topics, and a lot of you guys hit me with the whole Foo thing, or people I've dated, or just wanted to know about all that kind of stuff. And to be honest, I feel like, you know, one, I would never really want to talk about it because it's kind of like, ooh, my personal business. But it also, it seems, you know, more and more, I guess, as it keeps going on, as you guys keep, you know, obviously commenting on every single thing I do, having usually about half the comments have to do with something to do with me and Foo. So it's becoming where, like, saying nothing seems oddly supportive. I feel like, you know, a lot of other YouTubers will maybe sometimes make jokes about stuff and lead their subscribers on to say certain things and probably enjoy it being categorized as such or something. You know, like Sharp saying a whole bunch of times that he's thick as fuck. You know, he probably enjoys the fact that you guys all agree that my dude is thick on massive levels. But so I figured, you know, addressing that subject in one of these random videos would probably be like a cool way to maybe, you know, answer some of y'all's questions and maybe, you know, just so you guys can see your effect on us. So in a large part, this video is going to be about you guys. I'm ranting about you guys and your effect on, you know, I guess the girls that I know. Because it is very singular on them. You guys are extremely supportive and almost, you know, to everyone in our team and everyone that I know. It's never extremely negative. But there is a very large group of you that tend to comment very illicit and inappropriate things towards, you know, any girl that appears in any of my videos, in any of my tweets, in any of my photos, just on my Snapchat. And it's become kind of like a running joke, I feel like, to do that. And I wanted to talk about a couple of those things that get brought up and then obviously just answer a couple of your questions. Because one, hopefully I think I do understand. We have done a couple things that are normally, I guess, reserved for couples or whatever, so to speak. Namely being she came on my family cruise. And that was the reason why, you know, and we knew this going into it. And Foo knew this going into it. It was actually really cool for her because I wanted to have someone that, you know, to come on my cruise with me and go have fun. And the fact that she came regardless, and also knowing that you guys would probably react that way and bombard our social medias the whole entire time with that kind of reaction. I mean, didn't let it affect her, which is really great about this team house. I do feel like it's something that's almost healthy for people that work in this industry or in social media. I feel like it's a lot of the reason why so many people move to LA. Is that, you know, when you're having like, you know, literally thousands of people say stuff about you constantly all day long, whether it's a joke or not, which I realize that like almost everything you guys say is a joke, and I find it, you know, funny for the most part. But that's kind of like what this video is going to be about, is at some point, you know, it can actually start to affect, I'm going to kill this dude. No, he killed me. All right. It can actually have, I mean, not a massive effect, but it definitely has an effect. After a while. Like a good example is that my mom and my sister don't want to be in my videos. And they're big fans of my videos, and for the most part. My grandmother's probably the biggest fan. She's just so old she doesn't care. You know, but you know, they see our videos, they see the comments, they see how you guys react. You know, they know the internet. You know, neither one of them are, you know, just completely oblivious to how you guys and everybody, I say you guys a lot like I'm singling my subscribers out. I'm talking about kind of like the internet in general. Can react to that kind of stuff. They choose not to be a part of it because, you know, they're in a professional world and they're working and things like that, and they could just probably do without the few negative comments, because I do feel like I do have one of the best fan bases. TK has one of the most supportive and positive groups behind us that I can even find on the internet. I'm always continually shocked that even when I do things that most people would, you know, agree to hate on, or just most people in general hate on, like I do sponsored videos on YouTube, and I'll do the same sponsored video as a friend of mine who makes similar content, and my video will have overwhelming support and positive comments and stuff like that, and theirs will just have blind hate because it's a sponsored video. And we have to make it very clear that it's a sponsored video, so it's not like, you know, it's a hidden thing where you guys didn't find it out on my channel and you know, he made it obvious on his or something like that. But that being said, yeah, it is, yeah, it's not like I don't see it. It's not like I don't. Oh, I was trying to quick switch. Is that my own teammate's thing? Nope. I'm just retarded. But no, you know, as an effect, you know, I was on my friends and things like that, and the people I know, you know, everyone that for the most part that knows me and knows our group of friends knows our comments are what it is, and it doesn't affect them whatsoever. So in that part, it really doesn't matter, you know. But when I'm trying to make new friends, or you know, or I think a girl's cute on Twitter, you guys are fucking insane with blowing my shit up. Or if I'm contacting somebody for a business reason, like say I'm contacting a female streamer, or I'm in a girl's female streamer's stream or something, like checking her out, watching her stream to see if she'd be a good fit for Team Kaliber, because Team Kaliber in itself, you know, likes to support girl gamers. It's something we've been doing for a very long time. We even had an all-girls COD team back, you know, before it was popular to have, you know, all-girl esports teams. We supported them because, you know, Team Kaliber in general, you know, is something that's supposed to support gamers, and I think like 30 or 40% of gamers are female. And there's very few all-female teams. There's even fewer all-female, you know, team houses and all that stuff like that. And we thought to approach it in a different way. I didn't really want to go down that route of, you know, I guess continuing to support the need for having a complete group of girls, for girls to have a role in gaming. Does that make sense? I always felt like that was really stupid. I didn't feel like that was true, a truly equal way to, what is this guy doing? You know, to approach, you know, the growth of girl gaming and things like that. And you can see that in what we've done, even with Fuya here being a girl in a team house, not a girl gaming team house or a team house that's primarily females. No, she's in a team house that doesn't have a gender specification. There is this, you know, there's just people in this house that are gamers and members of Team Kaliber. Another thing what she's done, that she's gone into a situation knowing that she would attract a certain amount of comments and a certain kind of negativity, mostly as a joke, or usually hopefully as a joke. Didn't let it affect her decision either. And you know, a lot of me pointing that out or using her as an example is to show that although we read your comments and do things, you know, if we're in this industry, we kind of come to expect it. But after a while, like I said, it becomes almost supportive to continue to say nothing, is half the reason why I'm bringing up this comment. But, you know, so it doesn't really, you know, have a large impact there. But also, I just like how it's approached sometimes. Like, there's a whole bunch of comments in there that'll be like, oh, you know, something to do with me and Fuya. And then there'll be a whole bunch saying, no, she's got a boyfriend. And I'm just sitting there like, why does that got to be the reason? Why am I painted as the weakling here? Why can't I just not be into Fuya? Why can't I just only want to be friends with her? Why do I have to be the friend zone E? Why can't I be the friend zone er? So some of the reason this video is just the bitch that you guys are doing. Some of it's just the bitch how you're doing it. Like, why can't I be the gangster in this situation? Why do I got to be the victim? And I say that in a joking way, and obviously you guys, you know, have nothing to go on. I feel like myself and the people that I've dated, or the friends that I've had, have all done a really good job of keeping our private lives private. You know, there's that when you do this much on social media, as in I live in a house with people with cameras that make their own content, and then I'm also filming my whole life all the time. And then when that's not happening, there's Twitter and Snapchat. Fucking Teddy came into this house with Snapchat and made it where you're just, you know, you're at any given second, you know, 24/7. There's a Snapchat to be made over something that you've done stupid, or something that could be done to you. But also I wanted to complain about y'all just straight up blow up my shit though, for real. Like, you know, like for the most part, most of the time when I'm out there, you know, interacting with a new person, it's because I want to be friends with them, or I think they're cool, or I'm a fan of their content, or I'm reaching out to them for Team Kaliber. That makes up like 95 to 99% of the reasons. And then it's all just extremely inappropriate, and hopefully they all understand that, you know, I'm not the one, you know, telling you guys to do this, and this is not something that we find funny here on my channel. It's not this isn't something that I want to be supportive of whatsoever. That it's just it happens, and hopefully it's a little phase that'll pass or something like that. But then there's that like 3 or 4% where I'm just literally like think a girl's cute, or I'm interested or intrigued because she's interesting or something like that, and you guys just fucking destroy it. Like, I lose all capability of chill. Like, I have, there's no way for me to just, you know, for it to be a secret or something. Like, you ever just wanted to be like the cool person and you let them not know, and you just get to know them with this, you know, having like a secret fucking, you know, attraction or admiration or something like that? Well, Imagine if you know, part of your job or part of your life is to film what you do, and then every single time you put a single person in there. I mean, it's been my friends' girlfriends, strangers, people at like just that we hung out with for one day that I hardly spoke to but was in my video for 2 seconds, like, and then y'all fucking find their Twitters and shit. Like, real talk, that's the true effect on me, isn't that 5% of the situations y'all are just blowing my shit up. Like, I don't want to say it, but you guys might be the largest collective cock block, like, to ever exist. Especially because the things you say, like, aren't even true. Like, according to you guys, I'm like this serial player just fucking smashing e-girls and ruining lives every fucking day. When I've dated one girl that you guys have ever even heard of. I don't want to say I'm not responsible whatsoever. I did learn a lot as a YouTuber, you know, especially when I switched over to daily vlogging. You know, the effect not really on, you know, my privacy, because I really don't have a sense of privacy. Obviously, I live in a house with 9 people. I've always kind of lived like that. I've always lived a very like open life, and I find that kind of like lifestyle funny, to be honest. Like, I find a lot of humor almost every single day by being so open. Do I have no teammates? I'm gonna get out of here. Then saying things that have a lot of shock value just because they're so real. Like, a lot of my humor comes out in that. But I did find out like what it can limit the possibility of happening when, you know, I do have a responsibility to film my life every single day. And back then I really wanted to film my whole day. I wanted you guys to really see what my life was like, and I did that for like 400 something days in a row. And I still have that same goal in large part, but you know, obviously there's a lot of things in my life that I wanted to explore and do that I need time away from a vlog camera to do, like growing Team Kaliber. And eventually finding a missus, that's definitely, you know, a thing that's on my to-do list. It's just something that's drastically fallen, you know, to the end of the line of the stuff that have been my priorities, especially as of late. And then plus, you know, it doesn't escape me the fact that, you know, if I choose to date a girl and it becomes like something serious, she's gonna be a queen of this empire. Now, what I mean by that is she's gonna, you know, obviously I'm a package deal. I come with a lot of friends. I live in a team house right now. That's not exactly appealing to most, I would think. I do have a really cute dog though. That is a massive bonus, by the way. You know, and this is not just an opinion that I have. That's not an ego statement, or, you know, not necessarily 100% a joke either. As you see people, especially, you know, on social media all the time that, you know, live a very public life, tweet that they want to meet a girl, single dudes mainly, they meet a girl that doesn't have a Twitter, and the reason why is not because they don't, I'm guessing, maybe. It's not because we don't, you know, want, you know, a whole bunch of people having that kind of like prying eye into our life. It's just the comments that come through. Because there's some that care and there's some that don't. Believe it or not, I've dated 2 different kinds of girls. And I've dated one that like read all your comments and didn't care for the most part, thought they were funny. Most of the time wouldn't even read them. Most of the time didn't even watch my videos. They got enough of my personality. So watching my videos was just like a shotgun blast of me, and well, they had enough of me. They didn't need that extra added dose of, you know, KOSDFF. So they didn't really pay attention to all that stuff, and that was great. This so happens that was a girl I met way before I did social media and didn't even have a Twitter until I did this stuff. And I've also dated a girl that read every single one of your comments on every single one of my videos, like soon as it went up and the next morning, and would bring it up and want to talk about them all the time. And they would find out of a sea, I'm talking a sea, like 1,000 positive comments, 1,000. Imagine that in your head, reading 1,000 comments of like 2 or 3 sentences or less. And find one negative comment and dwell on it. Sometimes it's just, you know, a general interest of seeing what people are saying about you and stuff like that. I can't ignore that. I have a similar interest. Like, I'm reading your comments on my videos. It's something that is like one of the greatest joys of doing this, because we get to make something and then instantly see what you guys think. It's instant feedback. And most of the time, if you're subscribed, you already like us. So it's like we get some hella biased feedback. Like, you love our shitty videos, which is great. I really appreciate everyone that liked this shitty video. Like, you guys hold a special place in my heart. But really, alright, so to kind of just tie it all in, this more than any other video is just a rant video. Like, I didn't set out to have really a point. Simply because it's a topic that I naturally am uncomfortable talking about. I don't know if you can tell. It's just something I don't really feel like sharing a lot of the times, mainly because it's just such a joke. Please stop shipping me and Fuya. I guess that's the real message of this video. I mean, it was kind of funny in the beginning, and then we used it for clickbait for a while, which is also really fun. But now it's to the point where like, all right, come on guys, get over it. It's not gonna happen. I mean, I understand, like, you know, I've watched TV shows before and really wanted to, no, I haven't, that's some girly ass shit. But no, it's just, one, y'all are fucking up my shit. Two, you're making it awkward if I'm reaching them out for them, you know, for another reason, like wanting to be friends, or, you know, for TK, you might give them the wrong idea. I guess that's a possibility. I would hope not, but, you know, there's that. And then two, Fuya does have a boyfriend somewhere that probably reads all those comments, and I'm sure it doesn't bother him, but at the same time, that's just gotta suck. I mean, no one's that in control of themselves to just not think that sucks. I mean, he might probably think it's pretty funny at this point, you know, after a while, but at some point, that probably sucked. Aha, I'm behind you. You didn't see it coming. That guy's. And then also, I did, you know, I don't know how much I did because I was ranting, but I did want to briefly talk about, you know, Team Kaliber support of girl gamers, especially when they're competing with groups of girls that take a different approach from the nerdy gamer approach, which I would less, I guess, attributed to girl gamers and more attributed to gamers without a gender specification. And the reason why I'm kind of leaving that to the end of this video anyways, is just that, you know, I don't really have an answer. I don't have an answer of how I support girl gamers. I have an answer of how I support gamers and members of this group. I will tell you that the advice I give our girl gamers is the exact same advice I give our male gamers. They play by the exact same set of rules. They have the exact same expectations. When we brought in Fuya to the team and she wanted to grow her stream and she wanted to, you know, grow her brand and make, you know, be able to do this for a living, I told her that moving into our team house that we were getting, because we were getting a new team house down here in Atlanta, would be the best way to get a whole bunch of followers and a whole bunch of group and be immersed in TK, and probably have, and that would be the way TK would have the largest impact on her brand and really give her the most opportunities. Now, I told that same thing to Chaos, Gone, Sharp when he wanted to stop doing Call of Duty and started wanting to switch over to being a content creator. Now, of course, Gone didn't listen, but Crispy did. A lot of people probably want, you know, really the real question is, how do you support girl gamers and their use of sexuality or their body image or any of that kind of stuff when they're making their videos or making their streams and do all this stuff. And for the large part, I just never respond to that question because it's not a question that they ask me, and it's not a question that I feel like I should make them answer, because in large part it's irrelevant. And I'll tell you the reason why, because I give them the same advice I give my male producers or game streamers or directors or anything, and that a gimmick, for a gimmick's sake, will only last as long as the gimmick is trending or the gimmick is interesting or entertaining. And the large part of the reason why I say that, because no one can tell, you know, actually how well a gimmick will work for any one person, because, you know, it works differently for everybody. Some people have been able to write a gimmick out for forever. Some people are still making the same kind of videos they were making 5 years ago, and they're still blowing up and they're still growing, they're still getting views. And there's a lot more YouTubers that started with a certain kind of video. That guy always kills me. And then have had to switch around and have followed trends and kind of like created a new gimmick. Ha! I finally got you. You deserve it. I really do appreciate all you guys watching these videos. I know it's irregular based on, you know, the kind of content that I normally produce, but I am going to get back to diversifying my content and putting up troll videos and some more IRL videos. Definitely going to make Truth or Dare 2 with Fuya. Definitely have to do another bad advice video. The Try Not to Laugh video, I need to do it again. It's been like forever since I made one of those. As always, leave a comment below with other rant topics that you guys want to talk about. Obviously, you know, I held true to my statement. If you guys really want to hear about it, then, you know, I'm pretty much at a point where I don't really care. But I'll pretty much talk about anything, you know, in large part. Haha, you thought I was gonna get me? Oh, no. No scope. Oh no, no, that happened to you, bro. No. All right, yeah. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. See you guys tomorrow.